Good morning. Welcome, Mr. Rinku Meena.
Rinku, please keep your camera a little away so that your. Yes. Yes. Your body posture is also seen. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Please go on, sir.
Okay, I'll go. I'll take care. Am I audible and visible to you? Am I audible and visible? I'm not able to hear you. Unmute yourself. Unmute. சார் ஒரு மீட்டிங்ல இருக்கேன், ஆன்லைன் மீட்டிங். அப்புறம் நான் கூப்பிடுறேன் சார் உங்களுக்கு. I'm not getting your audio.
Now I'm audible?
Yeah.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm fine.
Very good. Very good, Mr. Rinku Meena. I welcome you on behalf of Kingmakers IAS Academy. My name is SS Jawahar. I belong to 1988 batch of Tamil Nadu and retired as Principal Secretary to Government.
Okay.
And this session is meant for increasing the confidence of the individual. Very informal way. It is structured in 3 stages. One is our one-on-one relating to mock interview, relating to your DAF and current affairs. Second will be doubt clearances, which is not available in your what you call mock personality test. You go out with a lot of doubt. Now you can discuss and clear. Third will be, as usual, feedback and suggestion. I think you understood the format.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
So you seem to be very serious. You can smile a bit. Yeah. Yeah. You can always, in an interview, you need not be always keep yourself very tight, right? It's a formal interview, but it's a conversation, an intellectual conversation. So you can now feel free, but this is again a one-on-one, right? More meant for training one another. Fine.
Yes,
now, can you tell something about you to the board members?
So my name is Rinku Meena. I was born in Karoli district of Rajasthan, but currently I am living in Vapi city, Gujarat. And I did my graduation in 2015 in mechanical engineering from IT Bombay. After that, I prepared for civil services examination and Indian Forest Service examination.
Okay.
Then I joined NABARD in May 2022. And recently I resigned from NABARD and I joined EPFO, Employee Provident Fund Organization, in February 2022. And currently I am undergoing training.
As what?
As enforcement officer or account officer.
Very good. Very good.
And so my hobbies are trekking, singing Bollywood songs, and playing cricket.
Very good. Mr. Rinku Meena, you have been from the beginning, you started your career, you started your academics in IIT Bombay. So essentially, you had a lot of this thing for engineering and technology.
Yes,
Some point of time, you wanted to change it to civil services. What were the factors or what were the events that led to change of mind? How you became passionate about civil service?
During my 4th year, I came to know that about the civil service examination. So I always wanted to work for the people at the ground level. So for job satisfaction purpose, I decided that I should prepare for civil service examination.
Yeah, the same thing now. If you ask me that question, then I can say, can you ask that question to me?
So why you decided to join civil service examination?
Yeah. Of course, I cannot again rejoin. But okay, for you, I'll tell you. During my engineering course, I found that different walks of life, different opportunities are available. Where civil service provides maximum challenges. for the public and also in governance, in administration, quite a lot of challenges. Then I found in me a person who wanted to find solution for issues, to face the challenges, to troubleshooter. So that is where I thought that my engineering background also will be helpful in becoming what is a civil servant. So I want to be a part of the India's growth story.
Yes,
I
sir.
want to be a part of India's development. And particularly my knowledge, my aptitude went towards for forest service because of the growing need for conservation, preservation of forests in the light of what I call we are transiting from fossil fuel to greener energy sources. So it becomes a lot of challenges are there. I think I'll do that. Simply you are saying, you understand how this looks better?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is how you will have to modify your answer. You need to write them, then cut it out what is not good for you, so that your answers must be 30 to 40 seconds in each and everything. No, you don't take a long time to answer. What will happen is you will close it and give the baton to the next member. Then you will find it difficult. You have to withdraw from your existing answer, listen to him, prepare an answer. You understand the difficulty that arises. So kindly avoid that making a long answer. Prepare it. As and when there is no time, you end it at a point of time. Don't prolong it. That's one suggestion that I would like to make. As and when there is a need, I will intervene like this. So what are the qualities in you think that are suitable for a civil service?
Sir, in civil services, there are a lot of opportunities, and with that, there comes a lot of challenges. So, I prepared for civil services before joining NABARD for around 6 years. So, I have that never give up attitude. So, that will help me in facing the challenges. And also, I'm hardworking. After getting the job, I'm still trying to get into this service. So, that attitude will help me in facing the challenges.
Okay, very good. You can all talk about, you can say that I am not a go-giver, hard work, smart work, and also you can mention that I'll be honest, I'll be intelligent enough to understand and work within a team spirit. I am always prepared to work. Those things you can mention, few, right? It's very good answer. Otherwise, no problem. And you hail from Karauli district, right?
Yes, sir.
So tell me something about this Karauli district in Rajasthan.
So Karauli district is famous for some temples. There is Kaladevi temple, and also there is a Kaladevi wildlife sanctuary, and also it is famous for red stone.
Okay. How about social conditions?
Actually, sorry, sir, I have not revised because I just started preparing for interview.
Okay, no problem. Just to have an idea, because whenever you have a place,
yes,
the place where you studied, the place where you are working, where you worked earlier, where you are born, where you had your education, like your IIT, Bombay, like anything can become an object where when you particularly know historical, cultural, religious, economic, social issues. When you mean economic, you can mention about industries, then you can mention about what are the mines and minerals that are available. Prepare a short note, one-page note. Don't do elaborate research work. Just 2 lines, right? You see sometimes basically in agrarian country, then you can say it's an agrarian. It's a small-scale industry. Some industries are very prominent. If you can mention, sir, this is the kind of a prominent. Maybe I don't think anybody will be asking questions from your Mumbai, right? Here because it's a college life, so they don't ask you. But with regard to your native place, such questions can be asked. Similarly, same is the case with Rajasthan. You have an idea about Rajasthan, right? So somebody can ask you about the geographical features of Rajasthan, Thar Desert,
yes,
then what kind of flora fauna that can be found in a Thar Desert. So these are the things about profile of the state. Have 1 page about, concentrate half a page or 1 page political, social aspect, right? So you prepare some 2-3 pages. Cut down anything that is not required. You cannot look forward every time to your book or your Wikipedia. So just take some idea about them, internalize them. Then wherever, depending upon the time, depending upon the question, you can answer. Fine. Okay. Now coming back to your, you studied at a Kendra Vidyalaya.
Yes, sir.
Kendra Vidyalaya in Vadodara, right?
Yes, sir.
I see something else there, Vadodara. It's a ONGC.
AV ONGC Baroda in Gujarat.
Yeah, it's a ONGC school.
No, sir, it is not a ONGC, but it was present in the ONGC colony. It is Kendriya Vidyalaya.
Okay. That's a location, right? ONGC
Yes,
college.
sir.
Right, fine. So even that can be a question that can come. They can ask you questions because that is how they wanted to make you comfortable initially before they shoot problematic questions. So that ONGC, I have an idea about ONGC. You know pretty well what is a ONGC. You can say, sir, it's only complex, but ONGC is one of the, what is the major work it is doing. You can always tell that it's ONGC is very, very strong with regard to our producing and supplying our gas, oil, and also a lot of refineries are there run by the ONGC. One of the important PSUs, what your Ratnas, Maharatnas, one of the Maharatnas. Let's have an idea, prepare some half a page note, not more than that. Right. You studied your Prakati school in Kota.
Yes, sir. Kota.
How does Kota has become popular for coaching centers?
So actually, initially there were few coachings, so they gave some good results in the for the IITJ examination, and so that that created an environment, so people started going to Kota for that IITJ examination, and the coachings increased and the results came. So after that, it became a favorite city for studying for the IITJ examination.
Very good. Good answer. Very good. What were your role as an assistant manager in NABARD?
Yes, sir. Sir, I was assistant manager in NABARD. So I was handling a department called FSDD, Farm Sector Development Department, in which I was handling two verticals. One was the Farm Sector Promotion Fund, and second was the Climate Change Fund, as NABARD is the national implementing entity for NAFCC, National Adaptation Fund for Climate Change.
Very good. Very good. So you've been more connected with agriculture also and climate change.
Yes, sir.
And NABARD gave you an opportunity to have that idea. Now, yes. Imagine that now we have quite a lot of subsidies we are giving for agriculture, direct and indirect subsidies. If suppose you are given an opportunity to rethink on all those subsidies, reduce them or abolish them, like MSP, FRP, fertilizer subsidies, you try to abolish them. And the same money you can utilize in respect of other schemes.
Yes,
infra.
Sir.
Then you can also utilize it for some other purposes. Ultimately, the objective is to increase agriculture's contribution to GDP beyond 18% as of now. Then also double the income of the farmers. In that case, what are your activities? What kind of action you will take?
First, the transition should not happen abruptly, because till the farmers are not like their income is not increased to double, that doubling of income does not happen. Till then, the transition should be smooth. Like if we are finally working for the infrastructure development in the rural areas and for the development of agriculture. Good. So for that, we should work in the irrigation part. Like there is already a scheme for Pradhan Mantri Kisi Sinchai Yojana. Yes. And we should also work for the soil conservation and all. But before the transition, I think that transition should be smooth. So we should currently focusing on, like, we are also change the mechanism of subsidy to direct benefit transfer, so under PM Kisan Yojana. Yeah. So that will help in developing our agriculture and rural development.
Very good. Very good. Your answer is very good. What type of the mechanization you need in agriculture these days?
Well, there are a lot of mechanization still there, like use of tractors, various seed drillers and all. But currently, the use of solar energy is required. Like also, there's a scheme in which solar pumps are there. PM Kusum Yojana.
Kusum. Yes.
So there also the mechanization part is going on, and we can always bring new technologies like Kisan drones. In recent budget, Kisan the policy related to Kisan drones also came. So in that way, the mechanization can happen.
Yeah. Do you think in terms of, food processing as one of the solutions?
Yes, the food processing industry also will help in the growth and development of the agriculture.
Yeah, you know about the PM Kaushal Vikas Yojana 4.0.
Yes, sir.
We think about the latest technology like AI, IoT, drones, etc. So do you think it can be included in this area?
Yes, sir, it can definitely be included.
Right. But do you think our farmers need more education for preparing them is necessary before we introduce them?
Yes, sir, it is very necessary, and the various Kisan Vikas centers, I'm not exactly remembering the name, that can be also used for the extension purposes for teaching them the technology.
What do you find at field level? You got some experience, right? At least you would have visited those areas. That what is the view of the farmers generally?
So farmers, so first there is a lack of awareness about the schemes and policies of the government. So that can focused upon like creating awareness and about the policies and schemes of the government so that they can reach them. And also there is a lack of credit and among the farmers and agriculture sector. So NABARD is already helping in giving loans and grant to the agriculture sector. So these are the major issues.
What is the mindset of the farmers? Do they believe the government or not?
Yes, sir. They do believe in government now because since the modes of communication has become more diverse, like now digital technology, internet is penetrating in the rural areas also. So now they are more aware about the schemes and policies compared to the previous decade. So yes, they do believe in the government, and also now they are more from earlier they are more aware of the NABARD also, that NABARD exists and it is working for the agriculture and rural development.
Yes. And NABARD can do still more activities can be taken up by NABARD. Its presence can be more. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
How it can be increased?
Sir,
at least in which areas it can increase its presence?
Sir, in the farm sector development, there are many areas which are still not touched. So like in Himachal Pradesh, there is a concept called Wadi. It is a small apple orchard. So there are many places, various tribe-dominated population, which are still not getting the benefit. So NABARD is helping to basically provide grants to various NGOs, which are setting up various bodies which are generally for livelihood generation, so that they can take up those activities and capacity building can happen. Then they can carry on themselves.
Very good. Having seen, do you think that we need to have a relook and have a new policy towards fertilizer?
So, sir, I'm not aware of the exact issues in that.
Very good. At least we have, the new policy is coming up towards fertilizer subsidies.
Yes, sir.
Why do we require vetting of fertilizer subsidies?
Sorry, sir, can you repeat that question?
No, we are thinking in terms of government is bringing out a new policy on fertilizer subsidies.
Sorry, sir, I'm not aware of that policy.
You're out. Okay. So it's all quite a common thing, you need not be aware, but generally what could be, you can use your back-end knowledge, right? You have studied already what is the problem relating